like, okay, I ask you, and I even give you a second chance. I ask you again. If you don't do it, I be like, well, forget it. I do it myself. And then, like, he'd be mad, like, oh, well, why'd you do it? I was gonna do it. I asked you to do it. I don't know how many times now. It was taking so long.
Okay.
You should have done it by now. It should have been done. So I mean,
but we have to be open and honest, like for certain things that have a deadline because you have a need for it or something, or something's going on. You have to be open and honest about that part too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, hey, can you do this for me and stuff like that, and then expect him to read your mind and know that there's a deadline on this specific project or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I think
we have to do better with communication.
Yeah, communication is very important. But how I came to like the deadlines and I could do it for myself. So I grew up with my grandparents, and they're from that older generation. My grandfather was very handy. He fixed stuff in the house, and my grandmother was like you, Sherelle, very spoiled, very. So she would just ask him, but I noticed she would ask him like 2 and 3 times. I'd be like, dang, what? I know you remember her asking you to do this, but he would do it in his own time. Right. And then, watching my stepdad with my mom, it's the same way with him. And it's just like, I can't sit here and, continuously act. And no one told me, it's just me, my own self. I just can't keep asking you over and over. And I guess that's where my patience lacks with the man. Like, I'm not going to continuously keep asking you over and over, to do something. But I'm starting to see, like, it's a thing. Like, they're going to do it when they get ready.
Go ahead, TJ.
I'm going to go there. And
I'll go after TJ.
I'm going to go there. And the reason why I'm going to go there is because I am there. Okay. We ask we say we don't have patience for our men to do X, Y, and Z. But how much patience do we expect them to have when we get out of shape? When we don't keep ourselves up.
But no.
I mean, and that's real. And that's another thing when the original question was, how do I, what's attractive to a man? Listen, I didn't know my husband at the time had a weight limit. I didn't know that. But I'm thinner now than I was when I met him. And I ain't skinny. But I want him to continue to look at me the way he looked at me when he met me.
Right. Yeah.
Well, like he wanted to give me that yummy look. I like that.
Okay.
So,
yes, the yummy look.
Okay. So my point is, I think we have to try to look at it from their point. I mean, we don't have patience for X, Y, and Z, but we want them to be understanding. Of our struggle to keep our shape.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
That is a good point.
I mean, and like, well, you should. Well, okay. And I'm not saying either one is unreasonable, but I think the fact of the matter is, just like we expected, we should give it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.